What's going on, everybody? We're back with another video today. Today we've been having some problems with the Jeep, as you can tell by the title of this video. We're going to show you what caused it, what you can do to fix it, and what you can do to prepare for it, because we definitely weren't prepared. Before we do that though, we do have some boxes that we have to unpackage and show you guys some products we've been testing for the new Rocky boxes next month. So to start, we have the Vosh waterless wash, and this stuff's absolutely amazing. We've been washing the Jeep with it for the past couple days and trying to keep it clean and see how it works. And this just makes the whole color of the Jeep look 10 times better than what it initially was. So we definitely think we're going to include this in an upcoming box. We've sent it out in some test boxes for our ambassadors, but we've only been getting good feedback, so we think we'll include it for everybody else. On top of that, we have a 10,000 pound synthetic winch line that we want to include. So this is a shorter one than we send out. This one's only 25 feet. We're just using it for testing purposes. And if we do like it, we're going to test it real hard on the Rocky JKU. And if we like it, we'll get this in some boxes as well. So besides that stuff that we're testing, we have some new wheels that came in from Black Rhino. We went ahead and picked up a set of their Reno beadlocks. It's the newest addition to their beadlock line. We really like them because they have the simple stock looking spoke design on the inside, but they definitely have a better touch to them. So what we're going to do with these is paint match this ring to the color of the Jeep, so the red rock crystal, I believe is what Jeep calls it. And we're going to paint match the hardware that goes in here to the inside color of this wheel. And we got some bigger tires coming for that. We actually have a lot of stuff coming for the Wrangler. We're going to do a whole rebuild this winter. So be sure to keep an eye out for that because it's going to go under some crazy changes. On top of that, we have this box from the guys over at Flow Pro. They sent us one of their performance exhaust setups. We have to cut off a hanger that they mounted on here. I'll actually show that to you. We have to cut this hanger off and re-weld it on in a different location because this is for a 2011 Wrangler. Ours is a 2008, so it's in a slightly different spot, which isn't a big issue or anything, so we'll get that taken care of. We actually want to do a full video on this, let you guys know how it sounds, and get some people's opinions on it and reviews. So let's take a look at the Jeep now, what happened with that, and how to fix that. Alright guys, now that we're in the Jeep, let me explain what happened and how the Jeep caught on fire. So, I'll just tell you what was happening, what happened, my experience. I was just driving, we were going about 45, 50, we had cruise control set, just cruising. We've been driving for about an hour at this point, so I mean, fair amount of time. And next thing you know, smoke starts coming in the car through the drain holes in the floor. I just leave mine out because I forget to put the doors on all the time and the water just runs right back out. Saves me all the time and hassle of drying the Jeep out. But the smoke started coming in, and I look in my rearview mirror to make sure it was my car, not something like a fire around me or anything like that. And then next thing you know, I can't see a thing out the rearview mirror. I had my friends following me. They were probably about 10 yards back, couldn't see their car at all. So I pull over, turn the car off, take it out of gear, and then they're yelling that the car's on fire. So I jump out of the car as fast as I can, like the fastest I've ever moved around my car, and open the hood, and next thing you know, there's fire coming off the headers and the exhaust inside the engine. So I would go to grab the fire extinguisher that I thought I had in the car. Turns out there was no fire extinguisher that we put in this car, it was the other Jeep. So I go and grab all the water bottles I could find in my car and come back up front. Some of the fire had put itself out at this point, but it was still on fire. So I got it to go the rest of the way out, took care of that. The car was off and cooling down, so like it wasn't a problem anymore that it would catch on fire. But we were trying to figure out what happened. We couldn't really tell what the fluid was that was on the ground. It was just everywhere. It was all over down the side of the car. It was all over the road. You could see the black mark coming down the road from where it first happened to where we ended up. And I get onto the side, the driver's side, and there's this little fitting that was broken in the tube. Was not attached to where it was going anymore, and come to find out it's the transmission cooling line, and it was shooting transmission fluid all over the front of the grill. And since we were driving 50 miles per hour, that was getting caught in the wind, it carried back, and it was hitting the exhaust at that point, which would then cause it to catch fire. So we were doing a little bit of research on it, and it turns out there was a recall for our year Wrangler for that problem. but ours wasn't covered because they said it had too many miles on it. It has 100,000 miles on it, and they said that it had too many, that they weren't going to replace it, which isn't a problem. The part's $10, but we did order that. Turns out the fitting didn't even break though, because to get it back on the trailer, we snapped it back in, it locked the tube in, it held the fluid fine, the rest of it. And actually our sponsored driver, Project Blue, he has the Jurassic Park YJ that's on 40s and ORI struts. He has a truck and a trailer, and we gave him a call. He came, picked us up, towed it home, and we got on the trailer, no problem. The firefight, someone called the vehicle in as a vehicle fire when we were pulling over. So we got the fire put out, and the firefighters showed up, and they were asking us what happened and everything. Then the police came, and we were stuck there for like 20 minutes because of that, which, I mean, thank you for showing up. We were just stuck there for a little while on the side of the road. And once we got it home, we were trying to figure out if it was broke or not. It turns out these fittings are just super cheap. They're metal with a metal clip that's, I'd say, as thick as a paper clip that holds it together, with a little plastic cover that goes over it. And considering that $10 part could have cost us the Jeep, like, that's just crazy to me. So I definitely recommend, from experience, having a fire extinguisher in you guys' cars. We ordered one as soon as we got back from towing the Jeep home. Definitely have a fire extinguisher. Definitely know about this problem because it seems to be a pretty common problem on Wranglers. We were talking to a couple people, and there's so many stories going around of it happening on other people's Jeeps and their Jeeps catching on fire and everything. So definitely be careful with that. And yeah, I'll show you that fitting one second. Let me pull over up here and get you to where we can park. So this is the fitting right here. Actually, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it's this, and this is the return line for the transmission fluid. So that tube had popped out and it was shooting the transmission fluid over the front of the grill, which would then get caught in the wind and carried back, which conveniently right behind it is the exhaust and the entire engine. So you can still see it up here. We've had so much trouble cleaning this stuff up. So if any of you guys know like secrets to cleaning this up, comment it below. But it was all over the car. I'm not sure if it's still in the paint. There's some on this fender still. Paint looks fine. The wheels were covered. The back was real bad. The top, brand new top from Best Top, you can still see tons of residue on it. Yeah, this wheel is still covered. The whole frame up here is covered. The suspension's covered. So we got to take that in and get it washed real well soon. But besides that, I did want to show you guys some new modifications we've done to the Wrangler. So we added the Crawler Concept Skinny Series front bumper, which is awesome. It's super narrow. It's pretty much between both of the front running lights and turn signals. It is a frame chop though. You have to cut about 2 inches off the front of your frame here and the cross member out, so this becomes the cross member of the frame, which after looking at the stock one, this one's definitely a lot beefier now. We did get a new top from Best Top, which I'm going to do a video on. I'll just give you guys a look at that. It's actually the same, well, just about the same soft top. And my phone died when I was recording that. Sorry about that. But we do have a ton of new modifications coming for the Wrangler this winter. We want to do a full rebuild on it. Next summer, we're planning to hit as many trails as we can. We actually want to do a bunch of trail rides with you guys. So if you have any trail systems that you want us to hit, or any places you'd like us to do like a meet and greet or anything like that at, we want to do tons of meets. We're open to travel pretty much as far as we have to. But next summer, we're definitely going to get around. We want to meet a ton of you. We want to go off-roading with you guys, make a ton of content. We want to get you guys involved with Rocky Off-Road more. So again, comment below if you have any places that you want us to hit, any trails that you recommend, anywhere that you think would be a great spot to have a meet. And besides that, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like it and subscribe for more content. We're going to start making a ton more videos coming up. We have a ton more free time now, so we're going to be making content every week. So keep an eye out for that, and thanks for watching.